Yeah, good evening. How are you doing today? I believe that we are all doing great. So this is case study class 2, November diet 2026 case study class 2. We had the class 1 yesterday, and then we actually discussed some um, some terminologies in case study. We discussed what the case study is, and also how we are expected to approach the examination. So we are going to start from where we stopped last week. We want to explain executive summary today, and then from executive summary we'll move to other aspect of case study examination that must be known. All right. When we talk about the executive summary, we are just talking about summary, a summary of your report that an executive or the management can actually go through, and with that they are going to get hint to what your main report is actually talking about. This uh, management staff, the board of director and the likes, they don't used to have time like that to go through that voluminous report you have written. Most of them, they will just glance through the executive summary, and a well-structured executive summary, a good executive summary should be able to tell the management what the main report actually contains. So what is an executive summary? An executive summary is a short written that summarizes the main document in few words. Without omitting the main point, the reader can have an overview of the whole document in brief without going through the whole of it. It should be noted that there is a slight difference between an abstract and executive summary. So now, some of us that we actually passed through partial institution before we started Ican, if you've gotten your BSc, you've gotten your HND, or even if you have gotten your ND, you might have come across project writing. Yes, and then at times your project writing may actually be close to 100 pages, 50 pages, 40 pages, but out of those 100 pages, even included in your project that you actually submitted, included in it is what we call abstract. Abstract is just like an overview of what your entire project actually talks about. Even if you are in academic, maybe you are writing a thesis, you are writing a research proposal, you are writing a journal or article, there will always be a place for you to put your abstract. But there is a difference between abstract and an executive summary. An abstract is the preview of an academic document, while an executive summary is a preview of a document for business purpose. Bear that at the back of your mind. Yes, they look alike. Both of them, they are talking about the main work that you have actually done. They are just a summary of what you have done. But while one is for academic purpose, while one is like a preview for academic document, is a preview or summary of academic document, the other one is a preview or summary of a business document or document for business purpose. The executive summary should be explained why the writer wrote the report, and emphasize on the findings, conclusion, and recommendation. The executive summary usually has three sections: the introduction section, the main body, and the conclusion. Introduction just talk about the problem you are trying to solve, the client that actually that employ your service, and then the problem you are trying to solve. Then you move to the main report. Main report now contains the findings, what you have actually found out in the process of carrying out your analysis. What have you seen? What do you want to bring to the notice of the management or the people that contracted you to work for them? Then we have the conclusion. Conclusion just talks about your recommendation, the solution to the findings or the problem you have actually discovered. Alright, introduction. We have the introduction explain what the report is about, including what act or need to be taken. It does not need to be more than one or two sentences. Alright, Main report, as I've explained earlier, you can go through them. So the question to be addressed, the first question is that this report I'm writing, this executive summary I'm writing, who is my intended audience? Who am I writing it? Who am I directing this executive summary to? And the second is what? Which of the content of the report that I am summarizing do they really want or do they really need to know? So these are the two questions that you must what? You must try to answer within yourself so as to enable you to write a precise and a standout executive summary. Alright, because of our time, I don't want this video to be too long. What are the guidelines for executive summary? Guidelines for writing executive summary. First is purpose. State the purpose of the report. Remember that your audience may not have much time, so they should know the information immediately. Organization. This is the key for communicating your message. So present the major point in the same order that they are written in the report. New information. Avoid introducing information or new things that are not addressed in the main report. So you have already written your main report. So when you are writing your executive, yes, executive summary is just a summary of your report. Are you getting it now? It's a summary of the main report you have written. But in some cases, you might not have even in Ican situation now. Let's say you just want to start writing the examination and then you start from appendices. At least you need to write your appendices. We are still coming there. You need to, okay, let me just say that now. We have, when you want to write Ican examination now, there are something we will still come there. We have your title page, your executive summary, your main report, and your appendices. Appendices is just like the calculation, what you are going to use to write your report. Let's say you are asked to prepare financial statement analysis, your ratios will actually be like appendix. They are your workings. Yes, they are your workings upon which you are going to base your main report on. So after you have done your appendices, you move to your main report, and after you have written your main report, then you write the executive summary. But executive summary should not come after main report on your answer booklet now. Once they give you the answer booklet, the first page, now, once you collect the answer booklet, the first page will be where they are going to write the instruction. As you flip it like this, you will see another blank page. That is the first page. That page should contain title page. We are still coming there. That is for your title page. Either you exhaust that page or you don't exhaust it. That page is for title page alone. Then once you are done with your title page, you move to the next page. That should be your page 2 now. That's when you are going to write an executive summary. Let's say you can just say like 1 to 1.5 hours or 2 hours, 1 to 1.5 pages. Then you move to your words, you move to your main report. So what are we trying to say here is that you should avoid using new jargons, new words that you have not already used in your main report. You should avoid using them. Summary. The findings, conclusion, and recommendation made in the report should be summarized. Appropriate heading. The use of appropriate heading is needed but should be phrased differently from those in the report. Information overload. You must avoid providing too much details background in the executive summary. That is, you must avoid including too much details in the executive summary. We call it executive summary now. It is for the executive, so it should not be overloaded with information. Though you are going to pick precise information, those information that your reader, that the people your audience can actually get attracted with. That is what you are expected to actually put there. You should know how to summarize the whole report you have written and then put it in a summarized way, in a summarized form that will attract or that will give the management or whoever your audience is, that will give them the glimpse to what you are actually trying to say. Also, you should avoid using different terms. Avoid using different terms. If the summary mentions findings, then the report should include findings and not observation. If the summary cited results, and then the report should describe results. So what I is trying to say is that, okay, if peradventure you write findings, in your main report, then your executive summary also should be findings. You should not write findings in your executive summary in your main report and now write observation in your executive summary. You should avoid that. Take note of that. Take note of that. Alright, so what are the structure of this report or format for Ican examination, Ican case study examination? What are the formats? The first is what? The title page. Okay, let me show you something. This was actually the analysis, pre-scene analysis I did last diet for case study students. You see, this is my introduction. Sadeko Cocoa Processing Limited. I'm trying to tell them who my client is currently facing, what they are facing, what they are passing through. Then I stated the little things, the little information about the people they have employed, and then I moved to the what? I moved to the body. I moved to the body, showing the findings, showing my findings, showing my findings. Are you getting me now? So this one is even too long. It's even too long. I just frame it, and then I told my student to make use of their own discretion in shortening it. Alright. So we have title page. Let me show you how title page look like. Let me show you how title page look like. Let me show you how title page look like. This is the title page. You are not going to write title page like this when you are writing your examination. Don't write title page like this title page that I wrote here. You are not going to write it. This is how your report will be. Don't forget I said when they give you your examinations answer booklet, then the first page instruction, you will fill that one. The second page, this is what you are going to put on the second page. Then you write report, you write prepared by, who prepared it. So in your case study presentation, you will have seen who you are. They are not expecting you to write your name here. Actually, they are expecting you to write who. Okay, for example, don't worry, when the precinct comes out, we are going to do more analysis on this, but you can actually check. The precinct will have actually said that you are Chukwuemeka, you are Gaba, you are this. So whatever name I can actually use is what we are going to put here as prepared by. And then we have subject. You know, to who are you addressing your report to? Who is your audience? Who are your audience? As the case of this one, we have the board of director of Sadeko Cocoa Processing Limited as our what? As our audience. Then we have report, the requirement, whatever requirement you are given, either 2 or 3, you are going to put it here. Then we have prepared by, we have Gaba, Chukwuemeka, Adelani and Co. Then we have the date. Here now we are going to write the date in which you are writing that examination. It's actually advisable to write the date in which you are writing that examination. Then we are going to write what they call disclaimer. You see this word here is actually what you call disclaimer. Disclaimer is what you call disclaimer. You are not going to write disclaimer on the front page of your title page or beside. No, it is this statement itself that we call disclaimer. This report is for the board of director. Sorry, this report is prepared for the board of Sadeko Cocoa Processing Limited, and it is intended. Don't forget, you are going to slot in the name of your clients here. The reason why I put Sadeko Cocoa Processing Limited here is because our client is actually Sadeko Cocoa Processing Limited. So whatever thing they give to you inside your precinct, whatever name they give to you inside of your precinct, if peradventure is actually an external report, actually, if it's an external report, that's the reason we need to do this. If it's not an external report, we may not actually necessarily need to do this. We may not necessarily need to do this rather. Do you get? So, sorry, I'm trying to maximize my time. I don't want the time to be too much. So that is how your title page look like. So after your title page, you have your executive summary, as I've explained the other time, and the executive summary contains your introduction, your body of the report, then your conclusion, then your recommendation, and then you have a sorry, don't forget, executive summary. It has main report, it has introduction, it has main body of the report or body of executive summary, and then it has conclusion. So after then, you will now write your main report. So this C now is main report. Are you getting it? You are not going to write main report as the heading, but the way you structure, you already know that, oh, I'm now writing main report. Don't forget what I said the other time. When they give you answer booklet, the first page introduction, the second page should be your title page. After your title page, even if you do not exhaust that title page, you will leave that page like that. That page is only for title page. Then you will now move to next page. That's when you are going to write executive summary. You can just leave like maybe 1 page or 1.5 page or 2 page rather. You then go to another page. So the next page now, let's say page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, yeah, page 5 now should not be for your what? For your main report. Do you get? And then the main report, you have your introduction, you have your body of the report, that is your findings, then the conclusion, what you have concluded, then your recommendation. Conclusion may also be like your findings. Are you getting it? Then your recommendation. If you've said that, oh, the problem we are having in Nigeria is this, then how can we solve the problem? That is recommendation. The conclusion is you telling them the problem. Their recommendation is telling them how to solve the problem. Another thing you must take notes of here is that if you list 4 problems, your conclusion also supposed to be 4. Sorry, if you list 4 conclusions or 4 findings, your recommendation is supposed to be 4 findings. Like first problem, recommendation, first solution. Second problem, recommendation, second solution. So that is how it works. And after you are done with your main report, the next thing is appendices. So this is how it works now. Let's say you have we counted the page the other time. You said that before you are going to start your main report on page 4, you can just say or page 5. You can just count, like depending on how voluminous you think the report will be. If you know that okay, this report will take like 10 pages, you can leave 10 pages. Then that will now be 14 pages altogether. Then the 15 pages, you will start your appendices. And if you notice that, oh, this report will actually take me like 20 pages, then we leave like together with the title page, with the executive summary, you leave like 24 pages. Then you go to the what? 25th pages, you start your what? Appendices there. I believe I'm clear enough. If I'm not clear enough, you can actually drop comment under. You can drop comment under the comment. You can drop your comment, or you can drop your question under the comment question or comment box rather. Thank you. So that I can actually pick it from there. All right. So we have the report format on case study. This is for what? Title page, as I explained the other time. This is title page. The board of director of dash, report on dash, prepared by name of your firm if it's an external, or your boss or department name if an internal report. Disclaimer. Then we have executive summary. Then we have the main report introduction, as you can see. So that is as touching the case study format. So in next class, we'll be dealing with another question. We'll be trying to solve the question, and we'll see how it will actually go. If you have not, all these business analysis, financial statement analysis, I've already mentioned them the other time. We have already discussed them last night. Okay, let me just explain this before I actually move on, or before I call it a day for today. We have concept of professional skepticism. So in your report, in that main report as well, you should be able to include your professional skepticism. So what is professional skepticism? It's an attitude that includes a questioning mind, being alert to condition which may indicate possible misstatement due to error or fraud, and a critical assessment of audit evidence. Professional skepticism is an attitude that includes a questioning mind that something might have been wrong, questioning mind that error might have occurred here, questioning mind that fraud might have occurred here. So as an American student writing case study examination, you should have that skill, that professional skepticism. They will test it. They will definitely test it. At times when you are doing your analysis, you also check what are the problems, what are the things these organizations are doing that are not ethical. What are the things they are doing that is looking like a fraud? So you must take note of that and include them in your what? In your report. So this is where we are going to draw the curtain for today. We'll meet again next class. Thank you.